Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst podcast. I'm your host, George Collins. I think this is episode 206. First off, before we get started, I want to say heavy heart. Rest in peace to Judea Driscoll. Hopefully, I didn't butcher her name. Um, Comedian, very funny comedian. Lost her life this last week, as of this recording, anyway. Um, Very funny comedian out of Tennessee. I'm be honest with you. I never met the person, but I've seen her work. I've been following her on Facebook. Just getting her point of view on stuff through Facebook, and she was very funny. Had her own mindset. There's something I can appreciate from a comedian. So if when I was going to go on tour again and hit up Tennessee, she was going to be one of those few people that I wanted to work with. And seeing this person go, it hit me a lot harder than I expected. Like it really did, because, like I said, I didn't know this person. I never met this person, so it hit me harder than a lot of, not to be all melodramatic, but it hit me way more than some family members. That's weird. Um, it could be like for selfish reasons, like because I'm a comic too. I'm a comedian, so I was like, damn, this is close to home. But it's a lot of comedians just been passing lately, and it's just like got me in a weird space, man. Um, yeah, it doesn't help that your boy going through like, a lot of people going through like seasonal depression and stuff like that. So having death on the mind again, yeah, it's just like, damn, bro. So it sucks to see her go. I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna ask because that's disrespectful. But just giving my condolences to the family. Um, is yeah, man. Uh, but yeah, like I said, it got me thinking about that stuff again. Weird space, man. Because I don't think about it. Because look, if you don't know, if you've been listening for a while, I'm an atheist, and as you can see, if you listen, I don't talk about like religion. I don't bash religion. Like, I understand people need it, and that's where I'm at in my life. I guess I'm more of an agnostic than anything. What that mean, if you don't know, is just I don't believe in God. I don't believe in just the afterlife and all this stuff. And when I say that stuff, and people ask, "What do you think happens when you die?" And honestly, I don't think anything happens. It's not that I want that. It's just I can't fathom anything else. Just because it's not like I'm pushing heaven or hell away just because I'm trying to be a rebel or some shit like that. It's just like I literally can't fathom it, because for a lot of reasons, but like I just can't, right? Um, I wish it was, though. If it's real, that's great. That's what's up. I'm glad we got something to do after this, right? But you see all these people dying, right? Because it's a lot of, especially Twitter. You on fucking Twitter, you'll see a death, and then you see some ass like right right next to each other, right? Somebody getting live leaked, and then somebody sharing their OnlyFans. Sometimes in the same post, depending on who you following. But I wish it was real. I really wish it was, because right now, especially with recent events, not just this uh, Judea situation, but just sometimes I'll go into this deep thought about the afterlife, and it fucking scares me, because when I say nothing happens, I mean actually nothing. I'm not talking about just me floating in the void or anything like that forever with my own thoughts or whatever. I literally think I blink, that's it. That's it. My consciousness is gone. I have no time to think about it, to process it. To I don't go into this like, it's a lot of animes out there. It's one anime in particular. When you die, you go to this place where you kind of like conversate with the Grim Reaper basically, and he kind of like talks you into like what's going on. Oh, movie recommendation. I kind of want to watch it again. It's called Cargo. It's the same concept of that anime I just said. I forgot, I don't know the name of the anime. Cargo. It's a foreign film. I think it's on Netflix, and it's in the future, and it's this guy, because I don't know, something about like movies that follow protagonists that do mundane jobs, and they try to make an interesting story from that instead of just like this action oriented bullshit sometimes. Like I love them type of movies. So Cargo is basically this guy is in the future, we're in space or whatever, and he works in this cargo ship where they intercept people's soul when they die. When they die, they go to this cargo ship, and he's essentially like I just explained with that anime. He just kind of like, hey, do you remember what's going on? You like they're like sometimes they're like no, and he was like, okay, you died. This is what happened. Blah blah blah. This is not the afterlife, but this I'm preparing you for. And they never really explain what exactly the afterlife is, but he was like, yeah, so I'm just preparing you, getting you mentally prepared for what you're about to go through, right? Sometimes they cry, sometimes they just kind of like ask how their family doing. But that's the movie, and the movie goes to like a little semi love story thing with like a coworker or whatever. But that's not the point why I'm bringing it up. Um, I kind of forget what I was saying. I was saying, yeah, I just think that is nothing. I just blink, and that was my last time blinking. And that's it, and that's gone. And that engulfs me. That I don't know if anybody else goes through this, but that just it takes a lot out of me thinking about that. That what scares me. So I kind of hope there is something. so, so just thinking about, I don't know. Let me stop. There is this one thing I wanted to talk about though. Because of all the situation, I've been trying to better myself. I want to better myself. I've been listening to Your Mom's House by Tom Segura and his wife Christina P. Two very funny comedians. And they always do it like these like jokey rants about like fat people and stuff like that. And it's like they're like, oh, you need to better yourself. You need to go to the gym. You stop being a piece of shit and whatever, stuff like that, right? But this week or the week before, whatever, they was talking about like you need to better yourself. You need to work on yourself, and essentially in so many words, they was like it seemed pretty harsh, but like in reality, it was like you're your biggest enemy. You are your biggest enemy. You're holding yourself. You're always making excuses. It's like, and they pointed out some things that I do. You know how like say like somebody on Instagram who works out, all they do is post working out, and it's like a celebrity. So I've done this thing where I'm like, it must be nice having this money, so I have all this free time to just work out, and you look good because you work out 35 hours a day because you got the money to do it. So I'm like, I've said that in comments before, and they pointed that out. I was like, damn, I do that too. They was like, yeah, that's a loser mentality. And for real, it is. it is, man. And you say that stuff, and then people like it and be like, yeah, exactly. So you looking for people to high five you for your excuses, so you feel good about putting people down who made it in life. When you got the power to do it yourself. Yeah, some circumstances is a little out of reach for some people, but you can't blame others for making it when you're not trying at all. So after listening to them, I kind of looked at my life, and I work hard. I got these multiple shows. I promote it the best I can. I'm working on the quality of it at least, and I'm writing the books. Right, I'm writing multiple now. Um, I once we move, I'll be doing stand up as well, and I'm going back to the gym. On paper, like I'm going to the gym. Look, 2 years ago, I'm finna post a picture on Instagram now after I get done recording. I'm 260 right now, which is still pretty fat. But back when I first moved to Vegas a few years ago, I was 300. I was 300. So I've lost 40 pounds, mostly from not having money to eat. But my stomach rolling right now. I did that on purpose because if you look, I would not be able to record if I would ate something right now. But my point, I'm making moves. I'm doing things. And on paper, I'm like, yeah, I'm working hard, whatever, and I should be happy. And I've talked about this. I know I talked about this in the last like 2 episodes where I go through this thing where I would work really hard on a lot of things, and I'll say I get a lot of stuff done in one day. I'll get like a couple pages written. I'll record and edit all the shows and post them. Right, I'll do all this stuff, and at the end of the day, I still feel I'm not satisfied. And for a while I couldn't figure out why. Is it because that's my brain telling me I could be doing better? And this is sickness, and it's kind of like this hustle culture kind of thing that's kind of bothering me, that on itself sometimes cannot be healthy. But I can do better. It's a lot of things that I can to be more effective with my time. That's my biggest thing, is not so much the talent or the content, it's time management. Cause I look back at say last Sunday or something like that. I wrote a couple chapters, I wrote a couple chapters, and I got the podcast, and I edit, and I post all this stuff. That, if I look back on it, that was like 12 hours. I could easily, if I figured out time management and actually focused and not bullshit around on my phone, I felt like I could condense that to like a couple hours. And then you know how like people's like, oh, write for an hour, and I like that. That writing for an hour can be like 3 hours for me. And I tried to like, ooh, my fault, I kicked the mic. And I tried to like explain it to myself. It's a possibility that I might have a little bit of ADHD or something like that, but let's be real. It's just probably just me bullshitting around. It's no damn mental issues or anything like that. It's most likely it's me just bullshitting, and I do bullshit. So I'll write for a little bit, and then I'll scroll TikTok or Facebook, and I'm like, oh, I need to delete them because that stuff is like, it distracts me. But at the same time, back in my mind, I'm like, I need them for promotion, so I can't delete them. So I can't look at other podcasts because I'm working on jealousy as well. Because I see other podcasts that just started and they get way more support than I do, and with their content is was terrible. Sound quality, editing, fucking not even good rambling. I think I do pretty good rambling at this point, or at least I'm told. But they get way more support, and I try my best, y'all, to not get jealous negatively and be like, fuck them. I never listen to their show and try to learn from them. I'm doing that now. I sit down and I take the time to at least listen to an episode or two, figure out what they're doing better than me, watch their social media, stuff like that, Try to figure it out instead of fucking complaining about it. And that's what I need to do this next year. That's not so much a New Year's resolution, it's just in general. I keep having these gaps in time where I'm like wondering whether I want to stop doing the show or not. When in reality, I'm not. I'm not going to stop doing the show. So why wouldn't I get better? So figure it out. I see a show that's doing better than mine with what I would think is shittier content. Listen to it. Figure out what are they doing that I'm not doing that they're getting more support than I am. So yeah, just working on myself, man. Stop bullshitting around. So that's two things. So it's two things I'm working that I just figured out right now. Is jealousy and using that jealousy as fuel, and then time management. Those are the two things I know for sure I need to work on. And being an adult and stop bitching and figuring it out. I'm working out. Now I figured that out. I need to eat better. I do. That's I think everybody needs to eat a little bit better, but let's be real. Nothing's good for you anymore. God damn, I can go eat rice, chicken, and fucking broccoli, and for some reason, the moment I start doing that, all of a sudden, oh, broccoli not good for you. It's not no nutrition or something like that. It's like, all right, well, what the fuck am I supposed to what the fuck am I supposed to eat then, bro? I don't know. I'm trying, y'all. So yeah, as a listener of the Whomst podcast, after me pointing out some things about myself, I recommend that y'all do the same thing. Me saying that and not having figured out my life. Me giving advice to you. But I think it's healthy though. Sit down for a minute and like figure out what exactly you need to work on in your life. That's not just weight loss or something. What do you need to work on? Like getting a better job. Okay, how do you get that? Like go back to school, learn a trade, huh? Do you do the same thing that I do? That with the whole with the gym influencer, you're like, oh, it must be nice. Like you make these like weird backhanded like comments and stuff like that. Do you do that weird bullshit too? I need to work on that. So do you do the same thing? I love to hear it. If you're listening on YouTube, I love comment below. Or if you got some advice for me, I'll take anything at this point. Leave a comment on YouTube, or if you're on the website, whomst.substack.com, whomst.substack.com. Follow this episode, which as I'm recording it, I'm looking at the screen. I don't know what episode it is because I haven't recorded in like 2 weeks. So, because I thought I was going to skip for Christmas. Boy, as an adult, I hate the holidays. I fucking hate the holidays, bro. I'm working my ass off for a company who will get rid of me in a flash. And they keeping the shittiest people too. And they making the job harder for everybody else. That's what sucks. Excuse me. It's just a long 2 months. They might as well just make Thanksgiving and Christmas all in one, because it's the same thing, just two months in a row. God, and we like for like months. For months, our job was like just dreading these 2 months, man. And it was crazy. Then they not hiring the right people quitting and stuff like that. Everybody quitting or not coming to work, which I don't blame them. I wish I could do that. I wish I had the free time. Here I am complaining again. I could fix that. I could go fix that. I can go do something with my life and not have to work. By the way, speaking of ways to fix that, we are selling merch. This is old merch. This is really old. As you can see, like the image got cut off. but I didn't really make the shirt. So, but I figured out a way to make a better designed t-shirt and for way cheaper. So check the description of wherever you listen to, YouTube, whatever. There'll be a link if you want to buy a shirt, either the Whomst podcast or a couple of Blurred's podcast t-shirts. That's the only designs I have for now because Etsy charges me some money for every listing I do, so I have to really think about the design before I post it. So yeah, also have the New Year Same Me t-shirt. I designed that one. It's a very simple design. Like I said, it's cheap compared to other stores. I'm really happy I figured that out because for years I never wanted to sell a t-shirt that was like $25 when I know I wouldn't buy a shirt for $25. So I finally figured out how to get it to $12. That's the cheapest I could figure out. $12 plus whatever shipping, depending on where you live. That I can't change. So, but it's better than $25 plus shipping. Motherfuckers paying $30+ for a t-shirt. I don't blame you for not wanting to buy it, but now you don't have a choice because it's cheap. Anyway, no, but it's way cheaper now. I'm really happy about that. This is one of the things I wanted to work on. Like, I can't complain about bad merch sales and people selling out and stuff like that when I haven't really I'm not doing the research myself. But so thanks to Judah, my girlfriend, figured out a way to get these cheap t-shirts out there, baby. So yeah, buy them. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm happy I figured that out. So, but yeah, like I said, I was gonna keep this short. Why am I almost 30 fucking minutes in? Jesus. Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll be back. I'll be back in like maybe 3 weeks. I'm trying to give me some time to rest, or I might see you next week. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for listening. See ya next week. Subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to make that a thing now. Even if you don't see my face, I will try to put my voice over some like video game or something like that. So yeah, enjoy. Hope you enjoy the show. Subscribe. Listen to 200 episodes. That's it. Peace.